Well, this is a game that many people have been waiting for a long time. The spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate and all the other CRPGs of yesteryear that I enjoyed a lot. And I did a stream on Tuesday to get ready for this, playing Baldur's Gate 2, which is people thought is the best and was the one I liked the most. But this is the future, and things are moving on, so we're going to start a new game. It's my first time in here, actually. So they say that easy is best for folks who have never played games like this before, and I have indeed played games like this before, so we won't do that. Hard is probably a bit, well, might be fine, but I think I'll just stick to normal. And no Iron Man or expert mode, I don't think. At least not to start with, so let's get going. I may move the camera around because I'm not really sure yet where this, all the menus will be as we get going. Pillars of Eternity. I feel like my camera should have faded to black too.
5 wagons grow blindly for the path on a starless night. Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern, his only protection.
Is this scroll or something? Oh, here we go.
But the skies bring no comfort, shining
It didn't before, and he had stopped talking, so I wasn't sure if it did or not.
The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale.
Gilded Vale.
Where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start.
It's a bit of a frontier town.
You are taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf.
That's nice of
He
them.
pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead.
Well,
We will go no further tonight.
quite an ominous start, I would say. Now we create a character. So, yeah, character creation here is similar to a lot of these sort of games, but it's not D&D, so it's not kind of the traditional, the same races and things. Oh, there's similar races. That chainmail has quite the glint of light off of it. I don't know if you can tell that in the stream, but quite nice metal texturing or whatever it is. Well, I think we'll go with a male, and let's check out the races. We got humans. Same as always. Same as me, basically. We got the Omawa. Omawa? Omawa? Not sure how you say that. They are the big ones. They're big and tall and strong. Sort of like an orc or half-orc type of character in the older games. Dwarves, of course. Strong, short. Not very dexterous. Elves, super dexterous, very perceptive. Got keen elven eyesight. We got Orlins, which are sort of, they're kind of like hobbits, looks like. But more of an elven ear type of thing. I don't know. Oh, look at the eyeballs. Kind of look like cat eyes. Hadn't noticed that before. And of course the godlikes, who are these crazy things with different weird head things. So we'll go and look at these. You can have a head of fire. Head of moonlight. You can look like a crazy insect druid thing. So there's the races that we have, and each of these actually has sub races as well. So what sort of character should we do? Maybe we want to do an Yeah, and there are no class restrictions on the races either, so that's kind of nice. So maybe we want to do... I'll explain the stats in a bit. It's quite a bit different than most other role-playing games out there. I'm thinking maybe dwarf. No, I think Orlan actually. That seems like fun. Alright, so we got Hearth Orlans. These are the subclasses. Well, let's read about the Orlans. They're the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-tone skin, and hirsute bodies? I don't know. Orlans are commonly found in Air Glanfath, which is a territory comprised of the forest southeast of the Baal River, populated indigenously by a group of loosely affiliated tribes, collectively known as the Glanfathams, and governed by a council of its 6 most powerful tribes. Glanfath is home to a large number of ruined Engwithan sites, which Glanfathans hold sacred. The ruins have been at the center of a number of large-scale conflicts with Direwoodan colonists, whose settlements often encroach on Glanfathan territory and who frequently seek to plunder the ruins of their relics, for their relics. Then there's Direwood, a colonial nation founded by settlers from the Aedir? Is that Aedir? Aedir? I think you say that way. Empire. Following a series of conflicts with Aedir, the territory became independent in 2672 AI. Or maybe A1, I'm not sure. Now ruled by a duck. No, probably Duke, who is elected by 7 earls that oversee its earldoms. Okay. They are known for their mental intensity and quickness. Ooh. Resolve and perception. Extra bonuses. Okay, so we need to pick the sub race. Oh man, look at him. He's pretty crazy looking. Hearth Orlans are often found as slaves in Raidceris and Valian republics. One of the treaty terms between Direwood and the people of Air Glanfath was the liberation of Orlan slaves, and while this has been honored, many Hearth Orlans continue to live in the Direwood as indentured servants. Okay, so they get a bonus, minor threat. When attacking any target that is also being targeted by a teammate, Hearth Orlans convert some of their hits into crits. That seems awfully nice. So basically the idea is to get that is also being targeted by a teammate. So you want to make sure that he is working with someone else too. Wild Orlans are the original Orlans who lived in the deepest forests and jungles between the tropics. While they have only been significantly separated from Hearth Orlans for 1,000 years, a few genetic differences have appeared rapidly, most notably a lack of facial hair in the Hearth Orlan branch. Wild Orlans are common in the deep reaches of Air Glanfath. Unlike their Hearth Orlan brethren, they are not often seen in the Direwood, Raidceris, or the Valian republics. Defiant Resolve. After being subjected to a will attack, Wild Orlans temporarily gain a bonus to all defenses. Also nice. I think we'll go with the Hearth one. Class. This is a toughie. I really don't know you yet. Okay, so some of the more interesting ones in this game that are totally different than anything else. Oh, look at those beastly arms. Are those tattoos, or is that just like arm hair? The cipher here basically they can siphon soul energy off of their enemies and use them to attack. I also think, you know, it's kind of an interesting, they use focus, and that can power their attacks, and they get that by using Soul Whip, which is how, I guess, how they channel the soul power away. And Chanter is also pretty cool, because he's like always using like minor enchantments all the time, basically. And then when he does enough of them, then they can use the invocation to do a powerful magic spell. So that's kind of cool. You can change what your phrases, and then also what your invocations are going to be. But, you know, some of the other classes are pretty well realized too. Like the wizard, you've got the grimoires, and you can switch grimoires to get different spells. So it's pretty cool. And to use spells, you have to prepare your grimoire. And you can switch, but it takes a bit of time to do so. What else? Rangers have a pet. Druids transform into stuff, which is cool, like a werewolf. They don't become an actual animal. They become sort of a half of whatever race you are, and then half of that animal. Monks, you gain power from getting hit, basically. So our racial bonuses were for perception and resolve, which, well, we'll get to the stats here in a minute, but well, actually that would work for just about anybody. So the priests and paladins are cool because you have to kind of role play their, either what their god wants them to do or what their paladin order wants in their attitudes towards folks. You gotta like be let's go into here. You gotta be aggressive or clever if you worship this god to make them happy, and it makes you stronger that way. And the paladin's the same kind of thing. You pick an order and you have to be stoic and rational for these guys. So that's kind of cool. But I'm almost thinking maybe a ranger. You get an animal companion. The companion fights at the ranger's command is extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. So they're kind of like tankish. You have high health and endurance, which is nice. Very high accuracy. I think we can try this. Oh, you can pick an ability. Wounding shot gives you hobble. ×1 damage over time. I'm not sure what that means. Marked prey designates a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion a damage bonus against that target. Wonder if your animal counts as targeting the same thing. Oh. Let's go to the back here for a second and see. Orlin, Hearth Orlin, when attacking any target that is also being targeted by a teammate. Which makes you think it's another character, but I suppose, I wonder if the animal counts. I don't know. Because this could really stack on that, and that'd be pretty cool. I think it's worth trying. Okay, a animal companion. There are risks to the relationship. Rangers share a literal life bond. When one is wounded, they can sense it and feel intense emotional pain. If a ranger or animal companion are knocked unconscious, the partner suffers from bonded grief, affecting accuracy and other stats till the downed ally is revived. Well, they used the word ally there, so maybe this could work. Okay, what kind of animals should we get? Antelopes. Naturally superior defenses. Okay. Bear has an unusually high damage reduction. Boars inflict more damage when they are below 50%. Lions can terrify the enemy with a powerful roar. Stags activate a melee attack that does damage to all enemies in a small area around the main target. Okay. Wolf animal companions do high damage and can more easily avoid disengagement attacks. Let's think about this this character here. Who is this guy going to be? It's an Orlan Ranger. It's not the Wild Orlan. So, a little more civilized, but likes to be out in the woods, though. I don't think lion will work. I'm thinking wolf. Yeah. Let's go with the wolf. And we're going to name the animal companion before we even name ourselves. It's a bit strange, but... Well, what should the wolf be called? Ah. I don't want to spend forever on this. Let's just think of something clever. I don't know what the wolf looks like. Oh, we're in the dire wood, right? Dire. Spell it like that. Dire wolf. Or just dire. Because he's a dire wolf. Yeah. That fits. Story checks out. Okay, so stats. Very different than most RPGs. Because might affects both your physical and spiritual strength and healing ability. So essentially, to me it seems like this is the most important stat there is because it directly affects all damage and everything you do, and every class needs it. But some will need other things more. So it's really interesting that, you know, theoretically a wizard should be able to do a ton of damage if they pumped into this stat for both magic spells and also for if he has like a bow or something, or even like a melee weapon. Theoretically it should give him a good bonus. So it's a bit odd, but that's how they've done it, and it's kind of interesting. It's going to make the game feel a lot different. Got a -1 penalty because we're in Orlan, which is unfortunate. We should bring it back up. So under 10 you take a penalty, -3, -2 fortitude. 10 is 0, and then you can get bonuses from going up. I think 12 would be pretty reasonable. Constitution is, you know, endurance and health. Which, it says we actually have a lot of this as a ranger. So, I don't know. It's saying that it's the stars are the things that are most important for you. So Constitution is an endurance and health, and also increases Fortitude, which is one of your, basically your saving throws. Kind of prevent damage from being taken. Dexterity gives you more speed and a reflex throw. Perception increases deflection, which is a different kind of damage reduction type of thing. And also increases your interrupt. So that's where you can make the enemy basically interrupt their actions and make them not do them. And intellect will increase area of effect and duration of all statuses and such that you're inflicting. And there's will throws, which is like, again, another saving throw type of thing. Resolve will give your concentration, which I believe goes against interrupt when someone's trying to interrupt you. This is going to help you avoid that, essentially. So it's saying might and dexterity are super important for us. I think that's probably true. I think dexterity is, I mean, traditionally it's the most important for this kind of class. So it's probably still the case here. Perception, I think that's really nice, especially if you have like a bow, you can shoot a wizard and interrupt their spells, because we have an increased interrupt rate here. And I don't know, I guess we inflict status effects. Wonder if the marked prey, if it will increase that. It's probably worth boosting a little just to see if that happens. And let's just make dexterity 18. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. So we got super high dexterity. Perception to help with their interrupts. And a little bit of intellect to maybe increase the duration of some of the effects we can do. For the most part. I don't know if we have anything that's going to be area of effect. We'll see. And a little bit of might. I think we'll see if I can get some bonuses to might to bring that up even more. For extra damage. So now the culture. This is where the role playing really gets interesting. So these are all the different civilizations basically. And yeah, we've heard of some of these before and some of the things that we've been looking at. But there's the Aedir, I don't know how you say it, Empire. Currently the largest and most powerful force in this world, centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. They have colonies in the numerous areas of the world. Greater Aedir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. Okay, so it's like a global empire there. Deadfire Archipelago. Consisting of the nation of Naisitak. These don't have tooltips for some reason. Dozens of Umawa settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands. That's kind of interesting. That gives us a dexterity bonus. Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves, Omawa, and a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. Ixamiddle Plains. Located to the northeast of Glanfath. The Ixamiddle Plains are a large expanse of fertile savannas. Old Valia. That gives me a little crossbow. Old Valia is now the crumpled remains of an empire of warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarves among their ranks, still forces to be reckoned with, proud of their rich cultural heritage. Rawate. The Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them Omawa, Orlan, and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the East. Living lands. Mountainous region of the large northern island. Unpredictable weather. Ecosystems of great variety. Their home races. The White That Wins. It's a weird name for a land. Southern expanse of polar ice. Can be like Arctic dweller. Home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. Virtually no plant life grows there. It'd be an interesting place to visit. So, which one should we do? Thinking maybe the Living Lands? Seems like a cool place to be. Yeah, let's do that. Gives us that might bonus that I wanted, and it also sounds really cool. Now, the background of our character, which is going to affect how people treat us and the stories we tell of our past. Well, so the Living Lands could be a colonist. A hunter. I think those are really kind of the ones for this sort of character you would expect. A drifter, maybe that too. Oh, explorer. Oh. Siren Call of the Horizon. Cannot help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill. A laborer. You're trained and prepared, hoping to hone your skills and ply your trade. Or a merchant. Traded goods from all over the world. Scientist, that'd be cool to play sometime, but I don't think this character quite fits that. The rules that govern the world are a set of alchemical formulae to you, waiting to be discovered and manipulated. I feel like it's gotta be... Well, hunter makes sense. So does explorer. Live for the thrill of the chase. Let's see what captures me. Whether for glory or for the sustenance you have made your living, taking the lives of wild creatures. You find the siren call of the horizon irresistible. Well, so the difference is one gives you stealth and one gives you lore. I'm thinking this character probably isn't going to be stealthy, so let's go with the explorer. Alright, what kind of colors of her outfit here? Something like that, I think. And secondary. Secondary is pretty extensive for being secondary. Thinking maybe a dark green? Yeah. Quite a variety here. I think that works for me. Oh, you can have green hair. That's nice. Can't zoom in. That's cool. I wasn't expecting to have this option because they said that this race evolved out of beards. It's kind of cool. Ooh, nifty. Bald is also pretty badass looking. At least as much as the little hobbit-sized guy can be. I gotta say, there's some good options here. Oh, I probably should have, would have thought about it. I would have downloaded a bunch of custom portraits that my wife found, so I'd have a little more options. Where was that one that I liked? Was it this one here? Yeah, that's cool. That's what we'll go with. I guess that's as close as we can get.
Yeah,
Whoa.
follow me. Let's keep quiet. Yes? Leading the way. Attack! Easy now.
I've got this.
Quickly and quietly.
I've got this.
Steady does it. Follow me. Yeah, follow me.
Let us end this.
Oh?
I shall lead us.
Steady does it.
I think that one. Yeah, for sure. Oh, man. A name. Always the hardest part. It's just, yeah. I'm thinking that, you know, they have the Direwoods spelled with a Y, so why not just spell other things in weird ways to make a cool name. So I just have Vikraman, just spelled really weird. I think that works. Have no idea if that fits in with this race or culture or whatever, but I suppose we'll find out. So we've got our explorer from the Living Lands with his wolf. Now, we'll see if the camera is in a good spot. Caravan Master.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods.
I got it.
And beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
Yep.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a
Oh, yeah.
stinging beetle around here.
I'm
carries
sick,
it.
you see.
You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course.
Oh, there's my
In which
wolf.
case you'll be dead in a day.
It's taller than me.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some.
All right,
Meanwhile,
Doc
I'll see
Holliday.
if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker.
I always
So
want to
we're
hunt.
filling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Oh, he's not talking to me. He's talking to Sparsful. Okay, where would I find this
Go on,
berries?
look, it's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know
Kind
when
of
you
funny
see it.
looking.
Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Suppose he's not from around here if he thinks it's funny looking.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air
Ooh, the ruins.
Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again.
Yeah, it's no big
They
deal.
didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been
Whoa.
ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Character's attributes open up other dialogue options. Not necessarily superior, but give you a wider variety of choices. Okay. But who
Got
did
different
build the
names for
ruins?
'em. Settlers called them Engwithans. Nobody that liked
Engwithans.
them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
Weather, huh? What kind of weather do they get out here, man?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What's those huge
You know
rocks
about
there?
Ardra, where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things.
Soul butchers?
I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I
That's
don't
terrifying.
got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
That's true.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not
I
some
don't need no
helpless
help.
tenderfoot. Not like most of this lot. If you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
What concern.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Oh,
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay. Party always consists of your character and up to 5 companions. Select a party member. Yep. Yeah, I get that. Let's yeah, I think that location of the camera will work indeed. Looks like we got everyone selected. Is there a quick select all? Backspace? Okay. And yeah, we see some stuff. Most people you encounter are neutral or friendly. You can interact by them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as that merchant Heoden. Don't mind Edema, he's as good a place. This is as good a place to camp as any. Oh, look at that.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
No. It's a good looking game. Alright, got a dire wooden clothing. What do I have here? Gon's Pledge. Giant miniature space piglet. Tiny Titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance. Seems to be at odds with endearing behavior. It follows you dutifully and cries nothing in return, save companionship. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world. Harvest of Old Age. Well, not exactly sure what that means. So I think that put that into the stash so we can just sell it. We don't have to clutter up our inventory. But anyway, let me pull up my inventory. May as well equip this thing. And oh, there's like a pet slot. Oh, look at that. And it'll just follow me around probably. Excuse me, pig. Got a whole herd of animals here. All right, so we got here. Here we go. Simple tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need?
Yeah, what do you have, man? I'm gonna sell this because I don't think I need it at all. Well, hold on. Trade and I've got a hunting bow. And what's the armor I've got? That ain't too bad at all. It is a refined Baldur's Gate. It's supposed to be a modern version of those kind of games. So if you say that, then they've done their job. I'm an Orlin, which is kind of like a hobbit, but a little more elfish looking. So yeah, you can have multiple weapon sets like you can in a lot of these sort of games. So I should probably get a melee weapon of some sort. Let's do that.
Something else you need?
I don't need anything else, so unless he's got like, oh, he's got lockpicks. That's nice too. So a melee weapon. Donkey-eared hobbit, yeah. You're also very hairy, apparently. Well, what's a good secondary weapon? Pike is slow, but has extra reach. But then again, you know, I suppose it does make sense to do the pike. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I'll get that for my guy here. And we'll equip to the second weapon shop. Now, how do you change it? Oh, like this. There it goes. Woohoo! Switch to new weapon sets by selecting the weapon icon from the individual character's action bar. Exploration is key. Look at that. You can see all the weapon sets he has on his back. Come on, everybody. Hey.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
I'm like dying of dysentery and you're not gonna get me some freaking water.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so real time. Yep. So now we fight. Have the wolf attack. No, well, you can do that later, but this particular one is part of a tutorial mission. All characters in the game have 4 primary defenses against attacks. Deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. Defenses are based on the attributes, levels, and items. Accuracy compared to the appropriate defenses. So that's just explaining how it does the rolls to do hits. And then when you do hit, damage reduction reduces the amount of damage that's taken. So my armor is damage reduction of 10. So when I get hit, it's going to reduce it by 10 points. But again, they have to beat my deflection or will or whatever to hit me. Whoa. Things are going kind of fast here. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to... I think we're probably okay. Aha. What do we got? Wolfhide. Take it. Yeah. Select everybody. What's over here?
This is it.
There we go. Got it. I got it, man. Jima says you've had some interesting travels. In the watery parts of the world, I was a mariner. No, I lived on a frontier for a time. Interesting might not be the word. I sailed with cold-blooded conquerors. Think the frontier. Yeah, how is it you happened to come here? It was a harsh place to live. I was surrounded by death out there. It was too quiet a life. I was looking for something more. Raiders destroyed my home, took everything from me. That isn't your business. What's this guy's storied past? Oh, I guess the raiders destroyed his home. No, that's not right. Yeah, too quiet a life. Looking for something more. Hazard a lifestyle, I suppose. Yeah, to expect is a possibility, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes the girl think. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? No, just passing through. It's usually the case. Big city just up the road. Where are you headed? Probably wander for a while. Spend as much time and just for me, I'll wander for a while. Couldn't judge you for that. Been half my life. Just watch yourself. Why are you here? Sister moved here some time ago. Sent me a letter. Something's going on. Been doing guide work in Ixamiddle. But I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. Okay, so he's doing... he doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Huh. It's not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Aedir Empire. Broke back after a war some years back. Feisty locals. Been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird things. Okay. Wouldn't hold my breath if Sparfle's getting you some water. Does what he feels like, and when he feels like it. You should check on him. Alright. I know how to slap people around a little bit. And what do we got here? Burned lady. Some sort of mushroom, I think. What's this way? Nothing. Sparfle. It's a bunch of water right here. Travelers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. Dead people. Leather armor? Oh, no. Put that there. Did I put that in my inventory? Stash. Well, maybe we want to... Or maybe it... Is this it? Yeah. Put that in my inventory. Okay. Cross the bridge.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Was that really that hard? Oh no, Sparfle.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
There's an arrow between his shoulders. Who could have done this?
Ambush!
We're trapped. Okay, how are we going to do this? I'm going to use that ability, I think. What's this do? Okay. So that's what that thing does. Send the wolf that way. You can knock this guy down, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's... Alright, stop it from doing that. Ho ho. Bring out your bow. Ho 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 ho.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Not before we loot him. Scale armor? You should probably use that. Let's get back. Uh-oh. Charge. I'll choose that. Limited number of uses.
Almost.
What you need?
Who are you fighting? I want you to fight that one too.
Yeah.
Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity. Through multiple stages, inflicting minor penalties but growing in severity over time. Symbols. Okay. Where do you see this exactly? I really don't know. Knock him down. Very good. Hatchets. I wanted that to go here. Okay, that worked. Oh no! Everyone's dead. All around you lie the massacred remains, peppered with arrows and knife hilts. Oh, that's wow. Towering and severe, thick beard tasseled with knots. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life. Why have you done this, Lore? We've not trespassed, merely wish to pass through. Your words carry no weight when I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. Disposition. You now have one rank and a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some folks, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad. Okay. Except if you're a paladin or a priest. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Who said that? How do you know? What of Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? I want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust. Not you personally, but why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted him with a religious discussion.
How can I help?
Hey, dang. He is a rogue. Time for revenge. You stop them. You stop them. I think I'm gonna do this.
No good.
No good. Yes! Critical hit. Haha. Uh-oh. It's that storm. Ooh. Oh, there's Edema.
Get inside! Run!
Let's get out of here. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. One of the fallen attackers lunges for him. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant but struggles to break his hold. So you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Your aim is true. Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks. You manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. Pull with waning strength. Set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. Swelling wind now. It's a big storm going on. Can I see what my reputation is? I'm not really sure what it would have been from that.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway.
All right. I don't have any reputation. They lied. Oh, you know, actually, I probably should have got a different weapon because the bow is piercing, and it's more helpful to have a different kind of damage. So we're trapped in here from the big old storm. This fellow. He's got some stealth and mechanics. It's good. Sneak attack. Uses the rogue's ability to approach unseen.
Right.
Lower level has been blocked off by fallen rebel.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? A windstorm that they only get here. Not too many people. No, she's a fighter with axe and a torch. I don't know, it probably looks like a staff. God's way of reaping the souls of the land. Glenfathens. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. I don't believe that. So there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. That could be. What about everyone else? Wheels got hold of them now. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. Okay, you be that way. Now, I think we can do sort of a formation. So,
All right, follow me.
do something like this.
I'll do my best.
All right, follow me.
There we go. Hello, what's this? Sickly creature, clutching a spear, knobby elbows and thin ribs. It's a Karap. Watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Approaches you, a soft clicking sound. Uh-oh. Karap spear. Medium shield. That's a bit faster. Yeah, I think we'll try this. Equip your bow, please. Oh, crossbow.
Right.
It's slow, but does more damage. Torch. Tattered journal. I'm not sure why you would do that. Can have that. Got a hatchet too. Didn't I get another torch? So that way she's got a faster weapon too.
Wait. Do you hear that?
What? Whoop. Scolder whelp. Ah. Wasn't so hard.
Take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
Like busting it? Crack runs along this wall. Light gust of air passes through. Push on it. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Kaliska pushes with all her might and the crack begins to spread. Finally, the ancient masonry gives way. Okay, cool. Oh, what have we here? A hatchet.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Okay, why don't you do that?
They'll never know I'm here.
Ooh. Start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Oh, I see, right there. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, the characters will be discovered. Moving towards a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. Ah. Pop over here for safety.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm passed, too.
Haha. It's pretty easy. Alright, let's go. Is there a way through here, maybe? No. Spiders. So, how are we doing? Health. My health's a little bit reduced. So is hers. No big deal, though. So, they have endurance and health. Endurance is kind of like your health in a single battle. And it refills every time you start a new battle. If you lose it all, you collapse until the end of the battle, basically. Health is only it also is reduced, but you can only recover it by resting. And if you let it go all the way down, you die. Okay, some sort of puzzle here.
How can I help?
Why don't you step on this? Ah! Whoa. Oh, geesh.
What you need?
How can I help? Worth a look.
Oh. These are all trapped. Oh, don't, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't step on that again.
Worth a look. Found something. Worth a look.
So I'm guessing there's a line
Found something.
that he can actually disarm.
Worth a look. Found something.
And the rest are probably too difficult. No. No. Okay, there we go.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Oh, you don't say. Walk very slowly, please. Okay, your turn. Hope the pig doesn't trigger it. Wolfie.
How can I help?
No camping supplies. It's not good. That is not good at all. I go into stealth.
I'm here.
Awfully stealthy for a merchant. Oh yeah, we can go into double time while we scout ahead. Not seeing any traps. Wait, are we back at the beginning now? Curious. Oh, yep. Went the wrong way.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Camping supplies, yay! Mace. Hammer and chisel. Useful for chipping away at hard surfaces. Oh. You don't really need that stuff. Well, we can camp now. May not be a bad idea. To camp. Camping will use one set of camping supplies. How cozy. Okay. Okay. Don't you step on it. I'm guessing that that character can actually die from that encounter at the camp. So if you don't have him, then you have to go the other way. You can't disarm these traps. Well, unless you happen to be a rogue yourself. Oh, shoot. Oh, no.
What you need?
It's annoying. Let's go.
Be quiet.
Sneaky sneak. Spiders. Uh-oh.
What you need?
Get in there.
How can I help?
Blinded. Switch. Switch, switch. Bats as large as chickens. Ah, rapier. Bloodstone. Presence of pockets of iron or red jasper resembling blood spatter gives the stone its name as well as its value. Probably a crafting material of some sort. Ah,
Be quiet.
helmet. Jasper and agate. Spear spider leg. It's not a spider leg, spear. Paladins. Ooh. Ooh. Four figures stand silhouetted before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure of chiseled Adra, metallic veins, inscrutable and ominous, looming like a silent observer. The face of one of the figures is distantly visible, framed by long tendrils, oily gray hair.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part. And we've seen
Picturing a giant book slamming down on people's heads.
further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Whoa. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision. You are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor, much like the one you've just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Prodigious but fevered mind. Thoughts are yours and not yours. Seem to exist before you think them. Questions that must be answered. It's that fella. You waken to find your malaise was broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Movement flits through your periphery. You turn to look, you see no signs of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that. This is sickness, may be dangerous. Heoden and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. No! Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Character has earned enough experience to advance a level. Level up. How did I get stealth? I'm thinking survival. A little lore. That'll work. Class unlocks. Vicious Companion. More damage with each hit. Okay. The Ranger's Animal Companion gives improved damage reduction. Improved defenses against Charmed, Confused, and Dominated. Sneak attack damage against targets that qualify. Thinking damage reduction. There we go. Okay. We have got to get out of here. There's all their stuff. I will take the potion. The helmet. The lockpicks. My rough class? I'm a ranger. So you don't necessarily have to use bows with the ranger, but it tends to work best. Whoa. This game is nice that it doesn't restrict the types of weapons you can use. Hello. Vessel flesh. Whoa. It's bizarre. Hopefully something terrible doesn't happen. Gather your party before venturing forth. Well, I guess I have to go this way. Take 6 hours. Okay. Gotta go through those woods before I can get to the town. Camping supplies. Oh, hello. All right. Whoa. Uh-oh. This does not seem good.
Yeah.
Almost.
Phew. Sword, shield. Ha ha ha. Put all this junk in here. Oh, there we go.
Right.
Critical fatigue. Oh my.
Yeah. Good. Take him down.
Don't die, Wolf.
Sure.
Don't have the skills. I think if we can avoid fighting that big group, that'd probably be smart.
Good day, stranger.
Don't get too many of your sort coming out this way. Came upon a bear. Name's Naunton. Didn't see it coming. We were following a stag. Okay, you don't have to tell me twice. Yeah. The Gilded Veil. Come on, Wolfie. Oh my. Yeah, you don't want to...
Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
I should say so.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from
Waidwin's legacy?
Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
It's a rather
An
personal
important
question.
one, nevertheless. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
Okay, as long as you don't put me up in that tree there.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate.
What?
After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
He's quite a nice guy here. Children born without souls. Before I got here, I saw several people.
Keep out of...
Whoa?
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
I'd say
3
so.
bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully.
Got it. I'm not sure, but I think the stream may be breaking down a bit. So we'll go ahead and save that. And I think that will be it for today. So thanks for watching, and hope you get to pick up Pillars of Eternity. So we'll see you. Yeah. See you later.